Emmerdale hunk Dave Glover is much missed by Kim Tate, but also by viewers. As Kim made mention of her former lover to Don Taylor, we cast our minds back to the handsome farmhand and his days in the Dales. So who is Dave? Was he the real love of Kim's life? And what is actor Kelsey up to these days? Who was Dave Glover? Dave Glover arrived in the village in 1994. He was the son of Ned and Jan Glover, and older brother to Roy and Linda. He was in a relationship with Kathy Tate, supporting her through her divorce from ex-husband Chris Tate. However, Dave soon began an affair with Kim Tate, the wife of his employer, Frank. Frank knew about the affair though and caught them out when he gave Dave a cottage on Home Farm estate and bugged it with cameras and microphones. Dave was fired when Frank strategically walked in on them. However, Kim wanted to be with him and moved Dave into Home Farm. The arguments with Frank got too much, however, and Dave and Kim moved out. Is Dave Glover Jamie Tate's dad? Shortly after they moved in together, Kim discovered she was pregnant. Frank had started divorce proceedings, but offered her £1 million to leave Dave and return to him. Kim took the money and told Dave he wasn't the father of her child. Dave didn't believe a word of it, though, and maintained he was the dad after Kim gave birth to a baby boy named James. Frank kept both James and Kim away from Dave and he turned to his former lover, Kathy. They married at a registry office in secret. But Dave and Kim were still very much in love and planned to take James and run away together. What happened to Dave Glover? Frank confronted Dave and Kim as they prepared to leave Home Farm. As they were arguing, they suddenly noticed a fire had broken out in the nursery. Dave rushed to save James and got in through a window. But the fire trapped Dave and though he was rescued, he died from his injuries in hospital. Following his death, Frank decided to have a DNA test to prove Jamie's paternity once and for all. It showed Frank was the father. Another test was conducted after Frank's death. However, that also proved he was the dad, not Dave. Who played Dave Glover? Dave was played by Kelsey, who was born in December 1966. After leaving Emmerdale he starred in Casualty as Dr. Patrick Spiller, who was known for his rather gruff bedside manner. He also appeared in Blue Murder and Down to Earth. Ian went on to play series regular Howard Bellamy in Doctors between 2012 and 2015. Where is Kelsey now? Following his departure from Doctors, the actor then starred in Coronation Street as Pat Phelan's dodgy associate Vinnie Ashford. The role was recurring between 2016 and 2017, but it ended for good when Vinnie was shot by Andy Carver. Phelan had turned on his friend and got his hostage to kill him. Vinnie's body was disposed of in a lake alongside Andy's, who Phelan also killed. Ian was last seen on our screens as Heathcliff in a 2020 adaptation of Wuthering Heights. He also starred in an episode of daytime drama Moving On in 2020 on BBC One.